Hi friends, it's Missy with Missy's Glad Heart Studio. As promised, I'm back to share with you some additional layouts to use the materials left over after you've created the stack and cut note card set. My friend Cindy and I had a great time partnering to create designs we both offered to raise funds and awareness for charities close to us. I'm delighted to report that we raised $330 for Aaron's Angels, as well as had 17 kits sponsored for Aaron's Angels kids to enjoy the creative paper crafting experience. So the cards that were part of the kit used this stack and cut kind of a puzzle method to create 4 cards, and each of the cards had one of these different puzzle pieces in them. So that's what we cut from the 3" by 4.5" part from our 6x6. And then you'll notice the 2x6 piece of designer series paper was used to decorate the envelope flaps. Now here's another one, the same pieces, but they're in the the portrait rather than the landscape. And that just depends on how the paper is cut. In this case, the rainbows were in a portrait layout, and so I put it into this shape of a card. When they were cut for our fundraising kit, I made sure that they were all oriented so that the flaps would have if there was a design on the flaps, it would be in the correct position. So using up those parts, the parts that I had left over are these 1x6" strips in the variety of papers, and then the 1.5 by 3" pieces. So one idea was to simply put 3 of those 1.5 by 3" pieces next to each other across the note card. And you could trim them down slightly if you wanted, or you could butt them right up against each other. In this case, I just left a narrow spot between a narrow frame of the basic white showing between the designer series papers. In this design, I used one of the 1.5 by 3" pieces, and then these strips are the 1x6 cut in half. So you'll notice you have, here's the 1 and 3. The 1x6, when they're cut in half, you've got 1x3s. And so these were laid out to create this layout. Again, touching them close together so that it would be 1, 2, 3 inches to match the 3 inches here. Now, a very similar layout was to take those same pieces, but in this case, I've spread them out and I cut apart the 1.5 by 3" to 1.5" squares. And so again, the proportions aren't exact, but you can kind of stretch them so that they have a frame around the note card. One other way to use those 1 by 3" strips is simply to create a portrait card with the 4 inches lining up one on top of the other. And this designer series paper, Rainbows and Sunshine, is so much fun to play with because of the bright colors and the coordinating patterns. You really couldn't go wrong with how you mix them up. Okay, so then I wanted to show you, the kit part had pre-printed sentiments that were hello friend, thank you, congratulations, and happy birthday. But we also have a fantastic set called Rainbow of Happiness, which is currently available in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. And I used that one to make the You Make Me Happy, combining the rainbow elements and some of my leftover clouds, again, to make a really fun, cheerful card. So I hope that's inspiring to you. You can see how simple it is to work with a template like this, and starting with just those 4 sheets of designer series paper, cutting them all at once, and then you've got a handful of pieces to mix and match and play with the puzzle shapes. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you'll enjoy my future videos. Thank you so much.